I'll keep using Arrow and Bob. I don't think it's seen its true potential today. Rip Peaches Inc.'s run. My full name. Am I in trouble, Pokesprouts? Wait a minute, I always call you Pokesprouts. I see. You've exposed my hypocrisy. You've done a good thing today. I'll remember that. You're grounded? Frig. But also, according to the spreadsheet I have, they don't vary at all before jumping, but also told me snorkels don't vary at all, and I swear I saw snorkels got desynced the other day. I would believe you instantly if you told me snorkels don't have variable speeds. But if you saw them get desynced when they were just walking, that's gotta be the proof. Of course, I can also picture a bunch of snorkels just like going at the exact same speed like the entire time. I can picture it very clearly in my head. I don't know. I mean, when swimming? Oh yeah, that's what I meant when I said walking. Which is funny because they're probably swimming, not walking. But like, I meant walking. Like, I meant like moving forward. When they're moving. They're moving. Like when they're not chewing on a walnut. Honestly, the pool's probably not that deep. I've watched the newspaper zombie walk in the water and reseeded. It's not that deep. They could probably walk it. Hope I'm just going crazy. You hope you're just going crazy. Yeah, I hope you're going crazy too. It's time to get wild and weird. A new era for Bulbasaur. Joker arc. I love putting that one extra sunflower. That maybe doesn't help. It's one of my favorite hobbies. This guy is going real fast, actually. We're gonna need some generous 50% rules and maybe a sunflower stall. Of course, if the zombie spawns are weird, we got it covered. Thanks to this guy going so fast. Ooh, actually, hold on. That guy kind of showed up. Whee! Youch! That hurts. That's messed up. I said we and everything. I was excited to watch him die frame 1. I mean, his friend showed up like 10 years earlier, so I figured like he's gonna show up on time. But no, he was that much slower. Now I got this redundant pea shooter because I would straight up die if I didn't use it. Well, obviously that kind of makes it not redundant. You know, not dying is an important part of going fast in the video game typically, but still. I'd have more pea shooters top and bottom if it weren't for you. How dare you. Al 224. I've gotten so many clutch mowers where like the mower kills a dude, like the moment I can see him, it's crazy. But I kind of forgot like just happened. It's sad. Really is the worst case scenario. Because now you've just got like a hole in your defenses with no mower and a zombie not dead. You gotta do something about it. We should discover a mower glitch. It makes it like the mowers restore themselves in a glitchy fashion. That'd be hype. I just have a crazy visual to go with that idea of like the glitch that doesn't exist. You know, what I'm just fantasizing about in my head. Where like you put a walnut and like somehow the zombies like eating the walnut and activating the mower again and again at the same time. This is just constantly a mower going off on a certain lane. Which would be really funny because on one hand, it seems like, whoa, that lane's gonna kill a lot of zombies, but it'll probably be reactivating Manip again and again and again. So at the same time, it's kind of like just like making sure zombies can't spawn in a certain lane, which is still awesome. But not as instantly fast. The guy activating the mower never dies? Yep. Somehow. It's my fantasy. I get to choose how it works. Also, great opener for 1-3. This wasn't even like a mini Conehead preview, so... Oh, well, we did get one more. I guess it had to be a one Conehead preview for us to not get another Conehead at some point. Well, no. I don't know. We did get 2 already, so a third, that's like kind of a lot. You have to use like a squash or jalapeno or split pea to deal with it. Yeah, the guy who's like not dying by the mower, you need to use like an explosion type plant because he's like clearly like weird and broken and immune to things. It's all messed up in his fantasy. I really like that level, 228. 1 cone would be no extra cones other than the scripter. Okay, so that was a reality that could have happened. There could have actually just been 2 cones total on that 2 cone preview. So there was the dream where like I killed the 2 cones that existed on that stage. That was a global goal type dream. If not another cone had spawned. Neat. Also, I'm committing to row 2. I don't know how much I believe in row 2 actually. Let's not. Hey, Mensch. I was right to not believe in it. I don't know. I had a feeling. Nope. It's gonna be a guy there, dude. I'm not committing. Is there somewhere I can read the technical preview about how, or the technical details about how the preview works? I don't know if there's like some concise documentation all in one spot yet. The people who know the most about it are like Bulbasaur and Aaron right now. They're the ones who I usually am like learning new things about every single day. But no write-up or anything. But the gist of it is, like, for a long time, people knew that the preview was, like, vaguely telling you, like, how many of each type of zombie you're gonna get during the level. The more cones there are, the less there'll be other gimmicky zombies and normal zombies and such. But now it's well known that, it's actually a very, very percentage-based system that pretty accurately tells you exactly how many zombies you're gonna get. Not when you'll get them, but like you can figure out the percentage of each type of zombie based on like the normal zombies and the gimmickies and the, you know, coneheads and such. This level is setting itself up in a very exciting manner. I'm also going to restore this again. Because, yeah. That's why. That's why, because. This pea shooter might save time over this guy getting the mower, which is what I'm going for here. But if the mower is how it ends up being, that's alright. Golly, do I wish you were faster, sir. At least I'm gonna have a really good final wave. You are the slowest dude ever, dude. I can actually just straight up kill this guy with pea shooters before you get there. I guess in hindsight... No, I mean rather... Without hindsight, I probably could have made that guy faster. Because I let him go very late, most likely, given where he is, and he was very slow, so... Knowing that, I should have made him faster at some point with like a sunflower. At least we got double, triple manip. Woo! That's a lot of zombies in one spot. Alright, there you go. Bulbasaur's got the details. Hell yeah. The percentage type beat. Crazy specific if you get into actually like counting how many zombies are there and like working out what percentage you're gonna see. And then if you're playing the level and you notice you haven't seen a zombie you're supposed to see a lot of, you can start actually like predicting that like the next wave is gonna have that zombie. which gets into like crazy fast stuff in theory. If you start actually making gambles based on like what you know about the preview. You can certainly change what plants you bring into a certain stage based on the preview too. Which is already a thing that people are doing. Have been doing. Okay, that's bonus in case that wasn't enough, the explode nut. There was a world where the explode nut wasn't enough, so. These mowers are not killing people. Wow. I'm amazed that I got that rule like that. Will I get one more explode nut though? Because that's gonna be important here. I do. That was a really nice set of bounces. That's gonna make this mess look better. Cool, sick, wow, okay, interesting. Good level? Yeah. Oh, that's a really good preview. One Conehead, one Vaulter means that there's gonna be a pretty significant amount of normal zombies. You don't have to count the normal zombies to know that like a preview is good just based on seeing like one Conehead. Like one Conehead is good in almost like every level. And the one Vaulters are kind of like Conehead, so that's just less of those guys too. Very good example of a good preview. I should get a good level if I play this well. I already didn't have to sacrifice a mine, so that's good. I've been wondering about how preview worked for weeks. Thanks. Hey, there we go. Double knowledge. 2 people benefited from the spiel in the chat. You'd love to see it. Yeah, I mean, it's like something that I can't properly explain myself because I'm kind of the consumer of the knowledge still. I wouldn't be able to like paraphrase it. That is sort of miraculously fast without the cost of a walnut. Like, I'm totally gonna just take that to the bank. Nice insta-kill, bro, you know? I'm gonna rock the fact that this game seems to be wanting to just go really fast right now. If they went here again, the Vaulter, that'd be so cool. Yeah, worth a hope and a pray. I will totally be activating this rule with Pea Shooter alone. Because now I get the mower. This guy is pretty fast, actually. I think I could get away with. I don't want to take out the Pea Shooter unless I know no one's gonna spawn there. Okay, cool. Oh, I made him even faster. Let's go. Huge. That was, I mean, he was pretty fast. So that was like kind of a gamble. Ah, he's getting there. I can't make him any faster. If I put something in front of him, he'll slow down for sure. He's getting there. I guess I'm gonna place a mine here to speed up that final kill, just in case. Still, good level. You love a sub 3. Here's again the teacher, working on it. I can teach most PvZ concepts. That's gonna be... That was not a lot of normal zombies. See, this is a new thing that I now know about the preview. Like before, I would just count the Coneheads and the Vaulters and be like, okay, this is gonna be a perfect level. But no, if that had like a big stack of normal zombies to go with it, that would be awesome. But that preview has like one cone, one Vaulter, but very little normals, which means there's just like a wide mix of Vaulters and cones in this level. Very strange preview for a 2 flag for sure. I can expect hella vaulters and hella coneheads, like a perfect mix of the two, I think. Which is kind of crazy. See, that's how I use previews. I don't like count. I just like kind of like vaguely check how many normal zombies there are and get a sense of like what I'm gonna see, which is probably for the best. I think if you count too hard, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Because like all the zombies could be stacked into the final wave or something, especially on one flag levels, which would totally affect like what you're gonna actually do during the level. I like my method of inspecting what a level's gonna be like. Alright. It's crazy that they like made the previews actually mean anything. They definitely did not have to do that. Wow. Did not see you going top again. I was ready for middle to be attacked next, to be honest. A little bit crazy. Just another one of those things they didn't have to do though, like the crowd of zombies actually means something. It actually tells you how many of each type of zombie you're gonna see during the level. Absurdity. I think this guy might actually help with wave 9. Which would be pretty cool. He does, he does. I can focus entirely on this vaulter. And I get a cool sunflower at the front. Making cash. Good start to the level. Poland. Fork. You're from Poland? Wow. You know that one sunflower I was celebrating? Oh, this is a bad whiff. Let's quit body blocking. This level started off so awesome. You're being silly. Two guys. They're actually dying. Okay. Conehead. They're like a conehead head. Huge. I'm into it. This level is crazy. It's still crazy. It's just a crazy level. This row is like not catching up right now. And there's always a new dude to make fun of me. At least this wave was made of altar, so not a lot of health to deal with. Oh, there's a conehead behind there now. No, you're taking advantage of me. It's like always a wave that's like not quite caught up in this level. How do they do it? Don't jump, that would be unfortunate. Do jump, that would be fortunate. And we're at the end, 4-2x, that's pretty good entry, I would say. I would love a snow pea right here to make this mine more effective. There's actually like not really a good like super reinforced row, but this one will look pretty decent actually. Yeah, that's not bad actually, all right. We're definitely gonna middle cherry bomb here. Sweet. Oh, dang. 4-3. Nice time save. Just like the digger interactor in the mine. Yeah, it's like the mine's underground, so the digger interacts with the mine. It's like they didn't have to. No one would have been like, I expected the miner to get blocked by the mine when it's not armed and to be blown up by the mine when it is, but I don't know. Every single interaction that kind of makes sense just exists in this game. Fork, you kind of pwned me on today's crossword. I guess you were ready with the Taurus. As far as... Oh, spoiler alert. can't just talk about the specifics of the crossword on my stream. There might be crossword fans about. I gotta go.
Nope, 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 nope.
VOD mute? Copyright music? Loon Boon?
Nope, nope, nope. Nope, bad news, everyone.
I haven't done the crossword today yet. Ah! I also never have done it, but still. Today could have been the day and now it's not. Because I ruined everything. True. A very tempting sort of dig up the pea shooter kind of situation. You said double manip? I'm thinking about it. Okay, I know where I'd put a mine. It's after I get this chomper going. Should probably just do that now. What the frick? Okay, I don't know, I just didn't want to watch him walk slowly. Just had a dream of him not walking slowly, you know? Two chompers this wave? That's fair, so. This guy's so slow. You go a bit faster, please? No, you can't. You don't care? Try another. A slight improvement. Dude, he just was like equally slow after chewing on that sunflower. The more you start like actually using the whole resetting a zombie speed by having them nibble on something, the more you can be disappointed by the fact that it's a random new speed. And sometimes a random new speed is exactly the same level of slowness. It is the principle of the thing. I'm sorry for spoiling today's crossword. I just really wanted to say out loud how stupid it was. Well, no, how smart it was really is the problem. A crazy word to describe the shape of a donut. Everyone knows donuts are donut shaped. I think most of that time loss was that idiot being super slow at the top. If he was like lightning speed frame 1, he would have killed wave 9 and been good manip for wave 10. But he was slow all the way around. I resent that zombie. But I'm still very green, so I can't stay mad. In this stage, I'm like literally supposed to save time every time, so. Like I've screwed up if I get a 504. Typically. Wonder where this level will go. It's kind of weird. But not that strange. Kinda wanna put this here. This guy's pretty fast, so like chances are that's a mistake. But I want to use more mowers, you know? Alas. It would seem that that sunflower is lost. Sure. I mean, I don't want to like have late manip or anything, so. Probably for the best. Go! Yay, new mower! Go, repeater, go. Nice global cycle. No chance you're not gonna get 14 bullets in. Dang, that marigold's going. That's kind of the speed I'm playing at right now. Thank you, Helix. You're green with it. Dare I say it? You're green with it. I could almost use another mower here, but I feel like that's a mistake. Losing that many sunflowers early on, that's gonna have a serious impact on my economy. $14 bullets again, so like a good repeater will get the job done in just 14 bullet a pole vaulter. to where even if you got a non-generous rule, you're gaming. Okay. Wonder if I'll get to use this soon. That's not gonna be the one. No, well, actually, I suppose it works. It's not what I meant to do, but I'll take it. It was a misclick. About the same result. As far as misclicks go, that's a win. Alright. Not sure if this chomper's thinking of waking up, but... Oh wow. Hold on. You've got potential, Chomper. I can see it. You're awake, like, as we speak. There's no potential quite like that. I can see your awakeness. It's great news. I mean, what you end up eating was actually pretty underwhelming, but... Hey, I'm just proud of you for doing it. This row sucks so bad. Please, no one else there. No one else there. We got, please. Big McThankies. There's like so much stuff that was like nearly bad, but the body blocking kind of, it laid off right at the very end. Perfect. Lag zombie kind of ruining things. I've already decided to trade on the bottom though. So this Vaulter does not make me too unhappy. Double Chomper Munch. One of my favorite moves. Have you seen the triple? I posted a clip in the PvZ Discord once of 3 Chompers eating dudes at the same time. It's a great look. It's a great way to finish up a level. Very satisfying. Cool, minus 30. 26, 26. That's a beautiful exit. Very aesthetic. I can appreciate an opener that includes shooting at a middle zombie. It's kind of the least useful mower. I've got most of this rule already. Let's move on to the next stage. Next stage of the plan, mind manip. Interesting. And we're back to the middle. Cool. Well, I'll probably never use middle mower, and that's okay. Of all the mowers that I use, that's the one. At this rate, with all those Snopies, won't be happening. Holy cherries. I don't even care if you're on screen, I'm just trying to get the rule. Won't catch me, Karen. There should be a guy bottom now, so I'm not gonna walnut. Cool, that's a guy bottom. It's a lot of Vaulters. Dude, that's crazy. I'm not using this mower to help with wave 9. How cool is that? Five mines, huh? I've had 5 mines. I should actually place one at some point. The best place would probably be here. Perfect. Alright, we had a cherry anyway, that's why I'm saying perfect. That's the perfect part. I wasn't hoping that the mine would kill that guy. I was kind of going for rescue it for later, but I guess that result works too. This is another 5th mine, is what it is. Wow, I can't believe the fuckhead got killed there. Can I save this mine? Nope. I tried. Well, I didn't try. I just hoped for a plant that could save the mine. What's going on here? Good level, I think, is mainly the gist of it. Okay, it does seem like we're gonna need a cherry bomb probably here. Another one would go huge. I don't want to have to kill this manually. Okay. I kind of hate it. But, come on. It was faster. Surely we'll get another cherry bomb, right? If we don't, is why I hate it. Okay, we did get another cherry bomb. Sweet. What's up for? 30-22. Beautiful start. Little minus 56.8. One of my classic starts lately. Pace pals get in. Perfectly timed into the stream, actually. An hour and a half. Let's go. Oh. I'm kind of team bring pea shooter instead of walnut. When you see, like, you know, 2 newspapers on this stage. But it's fun to get fancy with the walnut when you have 1 newspaper, because it's like, you know, let's try to get, like, go all in and get, like, the fastest, like, let's not have any concern for the future kind of level. But pea shooter can be really good for finishing off, like, an ugly newspaper on wave 9, which I like. This should just be a good level on preview alone, though, probably. Still take walnut and 2 newspaper. That's probably, like, the right choice for, like, a different reason. Which is, like, you know, with a lot of newspapers, you probably want more ways to kill dudes instantly. But I need, like, some sort of way to moderate how many mowers I use in the early game, so I don't, like, accidentally kill my 2-4 seed slot, is, like, the #1 thing I'm concerned with. It's like, I really want to, like, bring walnut on this stage when, like, it can really, like, carry a level over the edge into being, like, a glorious gold teal mode. Okay. I was really hoping that it would not be there next. Excellent choice, newspaper zombie. You've never knocked on the 2-4 seed slot? I think it's happened to me a couple times ever since I started actually using night mowers. Twice, like literally 2 times. But it did involve using more than 1 mower. Pre 2-4. You shooting? Nice. Alright, yeah, pretty normal. Not a lot of bad things that could have happened. So we don't have to deal with top, most likely. Cherry bomb could be here. This could be Chomper. I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. Kinda looks like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, part 2. Oh, no. Who's this guy? He's almost dead, though, right? Okay. Definitely could have been keeping buff streams on cooldown more on top, I think. I kind of, like, forget to buff stream on cooldown when I'm, like, considering how to deal with the final wave. And that could be the difference, especially on that stage. Whoa, good preview. Kind of starting off with a beautiful golden start. I feel like I used to have a really bad streak of, like, if good day, really bad night. Like, I saw, like, 3 newspaper previews, even 4 newspaper previews after good days. On, like, 2-1, for example. But lately, the game has been letting me just go ham. Day and night. But I won't lie, gamers. I'm already nervous about the space. This is a good one. Let's just do our best. Turn that nerves into good, good focus. Adrenaline. I think maybe take a walnut and pea shooter as the shout, since you rarely get enough for a chomper on the stage, even if you don't use walnut. Like, in the best case scenario, you shouldn't be able to afford chomper. Like, if you actually got to the level as fast as, like, you're trying to on, like, a one newspaper preview, it's hard to afford Chomper. But you saw in that last level, Chomper was, like, definitely something I could use to just wrap up whatever was the weakest link. The problem was there was, like, 2 zombies at the same time that were kind of the weak links. But, like, on any normal level, you can afford a Chomper at the end as long as you haven't been, like, killing your economy with mines the entire level. But then again, placing a lot of mines during the level might actually be faster on average, too. Pretty beautiful start here. We're already on wave 7. Here's wave 8. Ooh. Wave 9 might actually be all normals, which I'm getting kind of excited for. Because then I'll repeat our top probably. Ah! There it is. Let me do it, let me do it. Yeah. A repeater that helps get through wave 9 faster. That's good. Nice investment for a really fast potential level. That's like also desperately where I needed a repeater as well. So the way things worked out perfectly. All right. Could have cherry bombed if I wanted to like stop that Conehead from winning more. But now we got sort of an anti-body blocking Chomper in play. And a very normal zombie happy wave. Lets me finally get a repeater to catch up there. Cherry bomb. That's what we were saving the cherry bomb for. All right, I feel right for not having played it earlier. Chomper investment. This is going extremely textbook. Wish I could save this Chomper. Great opportunity for a new repeater. Okay, I feel like this Conehead dies by this means faster than a Chomper. Cool. 4 OX entry? Ooh. Gonna be a time saver. Maybe. It's kind of tight with what I have I'm working with here into my PB, but could definitely be a time saver. Alright, get out of here. Honestly, yep. With how many repeaters I have top, that's the way. Sweet. Not a time saver, but definitely a great level. No extra stun was spent on walnut or anything. Yeah, I guess, again, like, I was very low on the mine usage and the walnut usage on that last level, so. The more you're actively playing 2-1, the more you probably can't afford Chomper. So I could see Chomper not be in the future. But then again, you can just often end up on a level where puff shrooms just solve all your problems the entire level. And then in that case, you perfectly have like big cherry bomb and Chomper money, no matter how fast the level is. Like if you get the true one newspaper preview, like the truest one, like literally one newspaper the entire level, just a scripted one, you could not spend a single sun on killing zombies and still get an amazing entry into the final wave. And then Cherry Bomb Chomper is such a confident way to like finish the level, you know? Not sure why I hesitated so much. I think I wanted to like double up on maybe where the zombie spawned, but yeah. Yeah, Taz probably doesn't need the walnut. You want to spend your sun or something? If I can convert my sun into sun, I would. Definitely a conehead heavy start here. Lost a lot of puff streams, would have lost less if I reinforced that spot earlier. Oh well. I was thinking, at least if I get the prediction, I'll feel pretty good, but didn't have that either. So crying all around. At least I had the, you know, the screen doors being attacked by several puff shrooms situation. That's a pretty good feeling. The mine killed someone important too. We'll take it. It's one of those functional kind of levels. Also, these far back puff shrooms don't look so bad once I have a normal zombie or a Kona that's, you know, walking that fast. That part looks a whole lot less stupid. Alright, mine here, so probably cherry bomb down here. Makes sense. What's popping out of this grave, do you think? Flag zombie, ruining everything. Always and forever. Wow. Thank you for being the right guy, Chomper. There are so many dudes, like, maybe winning right now. Normal zombies, help. Okay, we're good. Get me out of here. Final wave had problems everywhere. Going out of every grave, dude. Jeez, thank you for the seed slot, Dave. Tough level to work with. Oh yeah, Taz probably doesn't use the walnuts, right? Because, like, Taz will probably, in the long run at least, spawn zombies and have them walk at exactly the pace where the mower always works out. And saving that 50 sun will probably end up being important, because it seems like Taz, like, kind of accelerates so fast that, like, there's just not a lot of sun to spend for a while, which is crazy. Like, the fact that no sun-producing plants is kind of like a fast way to play the really early game stages is so sick. Like, no time for sunflowers, just get really good values on the pea shooters that you first place down. It's crazy. Ooh, okay, fast. Good stuff. Walter, so early. But I do have several puffs there, so could definitely be worse. Dude took some taps before I finally jumped too. These two guys might be enough to take care of it. Well, with the help anyway. We did our best. Not the worst time I've ever had with a Vaulter. If it was a little bit later, I could have Gravebustered column 9. It would have been a perfect Vaulter kill. But alas, it was a little bit early to kill my economy. I just got this on my Twitch recommended. Didn't know people speed on PvZ. That's cool. Would you say this game is a good speed game? I would say this game's an amazing speed game, yeah. It's quite good. Hey, if you use exclamation mark 50, you can get a little spiel on how speedrun this game works, but it's pretty awesome. It's like a real-time strategy speedrun experience. As fast as you can kill zombies, you can advance the waves in the game. It's all about resource management and adapting to RNG and stuff. Very, very cool speedrun. Alright, let's clear out of column 9. I have a lot of sun to work with. I think I usually place more fumes in the early game. So I have a lot of extra sun here. That's a good value on that fume. There's a lot of dudes back there. Perfect. Should have the 50 right now. I was wondering, I felt like there should be a cone head, not just 3 normal zombies. Something about that seemed wrong. That guy was hiding the cone on his head. Grip this chomper? Potentially. Real. Double fume on the screen door, though. That's a quick rule and a half. Yeah, there've been some task levels done. The tools recently just got like super good, so like the options available for tasking recently got really good, so some levels have just like started cropping up and it's really cool stuff. I think I'm gonna like double fume. Okay, cool. We definitely should have chomped in middle here. It would have been a wise investment. I got like double fumes all over the place actually. Thank you for the sun. Calm 9 sun chips have put in the work actually. Good job. This is wave 9. What an awkward wave 9. Probably don't need a new chomper though. Yeah, fair enough. I feel like the final wave will be really good, but the rest of that was kind of okay. Probably didn't have to include bottom there because of the 2 fumes, but worked out. 446 will take it. I think the early game could have netted a really good late game. I don't know. I just didn't like, I had like way too much sun. I think I should have placed more fumes in the early game, which would have caused the late game to sort of exponentially get faster over time. Because there were so many waves where like more fumes on the screen would have meant I could have skipped a chomper. I think that was really good spawn RNG for New Game Plus shopless. Or just shopless. Because spamming fumes would have worked really well with those spawns. It may first look like a real simple dull game to speedrun, but as you learn everything that's involved, it gets pretty interesting. Yeah, the depth is absurd. Like the game as a vanilla experience is very easy and very simple. But there's a lot of stuff that they just didn't have to make a thing that like makes it so that like there's just like an infinite skill ceiling. Like you can always make a better decision faster. And there's like a billion situations that I haven't seen yet still. It's why it never really gets old. It's like definitely like the furthest I've ever been from burning out in a speedrun is with this game, just because like I think the thing that can really make speedrunning bad and unfun for me is like feeling like it's just a routine, you know? Just kind of like waking up and like, okay, I'm gonna play the same, you know, X amount of levels, try the same strats and hope I just make less mistakes, you know? But with PvZ, like every run's a different experience, which is cool. You never know how much money you're gonna have on a given run. What ratio of zombies you're gonna get, where they're gonna spawn. It's quite cool. Of course, I'm selling my own game. You know, I want more people to speed on PvZ, but I'm being honest. People who've watched know what I'm talking about. New Game Plus Shopless is so fun to watch. New Game Plus Shopless is like exactly what I'm describing about PvZ in general, but like dialed up to infinity. New Game Plus Shopless is a whole wild, random experience. Which could probably make it unfun if like I had a time that was like really, really good. I don't know, if I had like a sub 5 in that category, you'd basically have to reset to like not getting helpful plants from Dave and Fog probably. Which is, you know, very deep to reset. But at least how I've currently been enjoying it, it's been great. This has been a really good money check of a 2-5. No diamonds, but I do feel like I won't be like broke throughout pool, even if I never get diamonds. I'm a casual player, 99% of things, 99.9% of things you just don't realize. Yeah, no. They did things that, like, I swear no one would ever know. They didn't have to, but they did, you know? Zombies change their speed after they finish eating a plant, or after they, you know, chew on a plant. Like, that's absurd. It's so random, but it's an amazing little thing you can do to affect how quickly they'll get to the mowers when speedrunning. Little stuff like that is just everywhere. I got burnt out doing puzzles because of all the resets required. Might let this Hamid go. He might actually lose the fight. The RNG being condensed in such a short span so it doesn't actually balance out over the course of the run, but 80% is really hard to burn out on. Yeah, puzzles, like, you can, like, get a time good enough where, like... it's no longer okay to get really unlucky on one stage. Like that's like it's such a short category that that can just be a run killer. 80% sort of got that whole like, yeah, it's never really over. You'll get like an equal amount of lucky and unlucky stages throughout the run. That Puffshroom did win, by the way. Shouts to that Puffshroom winning. Move the camera too far now. The flag looks faker now. Yeah, I think it's like the mic too that like is like overlapping with it and going in crazy places. But I also wanted to give myself more room on the screen. So, boy, I did not like do the prediction at all. And apparently I was right to not do the prediction at all. Also, it's hard to afford hypno shrooms in this economy, apparently. Jeez, that guy got all the way over there. Is both real leaf and fake leaf showing? Oh yeah, that was because again I wanted to give myself more room, so I cropped down the upside down thing further. The vortex became smaller. My immersion. I need to be seen. My attention. You know what I have not been doing? Digging. That's okay. The real important dig is right here. And that's a cherry. This is crying. Maybe a football. That'd be cool if football was down there. Okay, football died to the mine. Which is definitely like kind of the dream. This fume shroom is doing everything. I hate when they go that fast. I hate when they do that, dude. It takes so much work. All right, that was okay. I had a few people run down iZombie 2, second to last level for me because I got too many unacceptable layouts. What? Which is ridiculous. That is ridiculous for iZombie 2. That's like one of the few levels where like you almost like go into it expecting not to even like reset. Like you kind of start placing. I would start placing things before I even like check it really hard, you know. Oh, this is a really good layout. These graves, crazy. There's like no place where Puffshroom can't shoot basically instantly. No, there's no place where Puffshroom can't shoot instantly. If I'd put a Puffshroom here, he would have been shooting instantly. This is like might be the optimal grave layout. I know I've said that like a bit back, like I've seen something that was like pretty close, but this is like kind of crazy. Like you can really like for 2-7 you can really like buffer out like any row that's like bad with a scaredy. And there's no bad row, there's only rows where like you can't get more than like 2 Puffshrooms in the zombie's face. Well, more than one really. This one's like the worst row. But you get scaredy on it, it's like now it's a place I can put like now there's like basically a repeater's worth of damage here. And I'm getting good zombie spawns to go with it. This is exciting stuff. Popcat Game still alive or just dead? Popcat Game is alive? It's a good question. Debatable. I don't know if they're alive and well, but I think they technically exist. It's just the EA owns them. Is that how that works? All right, brilliant start. And the first grave we cleared was just a way to get more hypnos down, which is a good high priority thing to get when your layout looks this good. And this wave 9 is perfect. Or wave 10. I like a wave 10 where I can get rid of a screen door. Great news, everyone. I want to create more fume spots. I think that would benefit me. Like this is crazy. This is getting bad. I would love to put a fume there. Hopefully get like a screen door there soon. Alright, a little bit late to the party. There were some guys getting scared with how close I was getting, so definitely not as efficient as we would have liked to solve all those problems, so that's fine. Best time to use a cherry, I think. Think I nailed it. Get hypnoed, idiot. A little bit late for the hypno. Kind of close to the football, but look what that conet's eating. I don't know what he's eating. I can't see it. I don't know why I said look as if we could look. We don't know. It was off screen. Sometimes you get a sense for what's happening. That wasn't one of those times. It's funny because like nothing could use a hypno. Triple conet stack, and it's like there's no useful hypno. All right, pretty good. Up 440, keeping the green. Only like bad level is like 2-3 so far. Of like the entire run, pretty much. Let's rock. I thought I let's rock to it. I didn't. Really, 2 things to reset layout for an iZombie 2 and happened like 5 times in a row. Yeah, the worst thing is like, well, there's like the silent but deadly double spikeweed Snopey. Which looks a lot like every other layout, but it means the screen door just can't win and the buckethead is slow, so like it's unusable.
We're coming.
And then there's 2 things. Oh, I guess no sunflowers at the front, right? Can there be no sunflowers? There's always like 1 column 9, right? But do you reset until you see 2? Oh, you need to, dang. Which is like decently likely. It doesn't take too long to find those, so I could see why you would usually reset till you see 2. Do I reset till I see 2? I might just usually see 2, like without resetting is the thing. Now that I'm thinking about it. It's like pretty frequently there's a bunch of sunflowers at the front. Okay, it looks like Michael's gonna go there. So not much we can do except preemptively scaredy, like so. Great backup for just like literally not being able to do the prediction. Again, I chose not to do it. So once again, it looked like it was a good thing to choose not to do it because there was no way I was gonna put a mine there. Peas oop? Or peas oop? Shoop da whoop? Maybe. Here's a mine exclusively for killing Schmeichel. The Schmeichel mine, if you will. That is its one purpose. Ah, alas. Hold on, that might be crazy enough to work. Cherry bomb up top probably at this rate. Neat. You did yet? Oh. Split focus for sure. The Schmeichel mine didn't work. And here we go. Deadline. Had a friend named Schmeichel in grade school. That's like kind of where I knew a guy named Schmeichel. He was named Michael, but people did call him Schmeichel. And that was before I was a big schmoove head. So like that was like That was really before, like... Really before its time. Shma. I'm Schmeichel. Helix was that friend. That friend's name, Helix13_ Einstein.
Are coming.
You are Helix. But nice try. Helio. I've been hearing about this Helio. Did you get typoed somewhere? Did you get THG'd? I don't think I know the lore of Helio yet. Kid named Schmeichel. Ooh, great news, everyone. Literally, the best 2 zombies that could have spawned in the worst 2 rows. So, just great, fantastic news. No problem here, Your Honor. You! I read the U without reading it like Soulja Boy the first time. My apologies. I fixed it immediately after. That's far back. Whoopsie. Oh well, it'll become used at some point. Not as soon as we would have liked, though. Alright, no one's been here in a bit. There probably is good. Ooh, wrong. Wrong. It's okay, he's fast as frick. The column 8 works too. Equally well, actually, considering how fast the normal zombie died. Perfect. And I've got so many column 9s free. Yes, why is this not here? Up to it. I'm a column 9 machine. Give me hypno or give me death. Nice. They gave me hypno. Not that I would have died, but it's good to just make what you want clear, you know? There's like one sunshine missing from my life, and the people have been noticing. Okay. Whoa. A fume shroom. A little bit far back, but you know, there was a grave in the way. What are you gonna do about it? Once again, I'm actually digging up a scaredy. I should really get rid of these graves. They're clearly in the way. They're causing me to do very suboptimal plays. This level is in love with the normal zombies right now. Combined with screen doors, of course. And I'm liking it. Okay, really just great news all around. Just keep digging. I joined and Peter is immediately cranking that Soulja Boy. Nice. This is the news we were looking for. They can just make waves that look like this forever. With a bonus Schmeichel. Oh, you notice Michael could actually totally stop the final wave, Michael? Don't do that, okay? Like, don't screw everything up, alright? Please? Like, don't stop the final wave Michael from entering the screen, please. Like, Michael fight. Okay, Michael's there, so that probably means we're good. If Michael fights someone off screen, he doesn't come on the screen for years. You instantly lose like 15 seconds. Yeah, Slosh is congratulating me on my hotfix show and typed Helio. That was where Helio came from, Slosh. It's funny because X and O are on entire opposite sides of the keyboard. Huh. Helio. Is Helio a real word? It's a real word, I'd call it autocorrect, but... Oh, that's... dangerous. Wish I could help. No, fume shroom. Be careful. I don't want to lose you. I love you. I love you too much to lose you. I can't let you go. But also, it was such a good way to activate the rule because there was 2 normal zombies there. You have to understand. It was a necessary evil. But I'm not gonna lose a fume. Fumes are such a valuable resource. You wouldn't catch me dead losing a fume. Except when I do. What you eating over there? You're eating a Conan? Wow. Wow. Just wow. That's incredible. What the frick is an ice shroom? Am I gonna get manip or am I just playing the game? Like at maximum speed right now. I guess ice shrooms are real. This will help me do more damage to this guy, who I am concerned about. And he protects the fume shroom, so there's like 2 reasons I hypnoed there. 2 reasons, if you will. Very interesting opener. I think it'll be good, I think. Which is the exciting part. The bad part is, nope. Nope, there isn't one. That's the crazy part. This is just a good opener. Look at this look at these fumes, look at me. I'm puff shroom manipping instead of ice shroom manipping. This was a 3-screen door preview too. This is diamond. Off-screen diamond. Off-screen zombie. It was a blessing from the gods as far as anyone could tell. What up, Diamond? This 2-10 is giving you everything. Yeah, I got the lot here. Yeah, I can hypno you. Absolutely, I got a Grave Buster to go with it right now. My belt's getting kind of full. Thoughts on my belt's getting kind of full? Yeah, one would agree, right? So full of doom shrooms and buff shrooms though, so no complaints here. Get schmeichelled. Trying to save the best, you know, doom shroom spots for later. That's like a few rare chance for me to use a doom shroom in a weird spot like that, so I'll take it. Some screen doors here. I think this ice shroom would look pretty good for getting the roll a little bit faster, actually. Since these guys, like, they get blasted by the ice shroom straight up. So no manip. There's an ice shroom, but no manip, right? So like, good luck. Good luck. I just need a doom. I need a natchy doom shroom. I'm just looking for like a natchy doom shroom right now. Okay. Hand time. I wish this guy was dead faster. Literally, the lack of Grave Busters hurt me. But aside from that, hey. The 2-10 of all time. I got all I could ever asked for. Ever asked for. Isn't that the exact same thing I said stupidly last time? I got bonus syllables on my words today. 107.50. With the diamond. Peaches money, peaches money, peaches shmoney. You know that emote actually was called Peaches Shmoney when I first named it, and I thought my exact interpretation of how to spell shmoney is not that easy to like know intuitively. So I had to wuss out cowardly route. Peaches money it. But in your heart, read it as Peaches Shmoney. She potato on my mind until I spadow. Ouch!
Nope, 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 nope.
Okay. Something like that. Thank you, no problem, Elix. You deserved it. Okay, thinking about those bottom mower here. Getting double manip. I never get double manip on the stage, which would really make the stage a lot easier. If there was like 4 rows for me to deal with at the end of the level, that'd be cool. I want to make that dream alive someday. Well, it's like, you're just gonna do this though. It's like so good to just do that. Like it lets you keep sunning. I don't know. How do you use late mowers on the stage? Water mowers? Is that the way? Hold the fort. I can use this bottom mower, which is great news. Yeah, okay, sure. Freaking random idiot normal zombie number 762 has a diamond in his pocket for some reason. Where'd he get that kind of money from, huh? He should have repaired 3-2? He should have repaired 3-2. Okay. I was hoping there'd be like one guy there. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Dang, that water mower actually did help, didn't it? Because there was one guy in that like crack in the manip, and then the rest was like perfectly manipped. All right, so not walnut, pea shooter, got it. Whee! I'm living it up. Where's Shredberg when the run is? Where's the Berg when the shred is the run? That was such a good 3-1. Man, 3-1s that look that good in the final wave are so rare. How much the run is RNG? There's a million micro RNG decisions that the game can make throughout the run. Wherever a zombie spawns, the speed the zombie has, the type of zombie it is, all RNG. So it's like kind of technically everywhere, but there's so much of it that the skill you have when it comes to reacting to RNG ends up mattering more when it comes to your final time. But it's interwoven into the run pretty much everywhere. Don't think I'm getting a mower value, but I do have pea shooters, so it doesn't matter. There's like so many options for how I can do damage. This is exciting. So that would have been a really good stage for having walnut. Like that exact situation, how it unfolded. Oh, this is pea shooter cleanup moment. Like, my sunflowers are in danger, but I can just do a pea shooter. And I'll have more money to deal with, like, future problems. Which might look like that. It's like, okay. So this pea shooter is gonna help, but then I'll have a repeater up top in a second. And that is the power of pea shooter repeater 3-2. It's already better. I don't even count. I already forgot about the walnut that I couldn't use. It's already been forgotten. That was wave 7. Huh, well, I do have this lily pad here, so I guess this cherry bomb kind of makes too much sense to pass up, huh? Nice value lily pad. Okay. Nicely done. It's the hidden conehead that's like the major problem here, probably. Or the guy hiding behind the conehead, rather. I can ignore this conehead, which is like fine, but I don't know. I could also kill him at some point, probably. But I keep being given reasons to insta instead of doing that, so I don't know. Probably not gonna happen. Like a little bit extra damage, just a little bit extra damage, just to like get things going, you know? And look at the three guys that are on this Gonad. It's like, he's dead significantly faster as far as body blocking goes. The power of P-Shooter. Another great place for a P-Shooter, to be honest. Save cash for what could be the bad next wave. Oh, frick. I thought that was wave 9, to be honest. I guess I could have chomped you. I just thought, like, maybe an extra P-Shooter would be equal to, like, a normal zombie dying. It was not. Well, I had a lot of fun using P-Shooters. Like, when I wanted a little bit more damage, I didn't need a whole extra repeater. There was definitely some sauce to that. And this super 5-key stack wave, pretty good for clearing out that guy. Not bad. We'll take a sub 5. Definitely don't think I played it perfectly. I think there are situations where I should have just started spamming instas instead of using P-Shooters. I think P-Shooters like the most useful in the early game, but not bad for my first attempt at it. I've never done P-Shooter repeater 3-2 before, so that was new to me. It felt very New Game Plus shopless, which I'm a little bit familiar with. I heard there's some sauce. Did you make it yourself? Yeah, I think I'd kind of stirring it myself. The ingredients are local. Also good explaining of the 50% rule there, yeah. It's like, not always exactly 50%. 50% is like the maximum it can be. So you kind of have to assume it's 50% to be safe. But yeah, some waves you'll end up seeing faster because you got a generous 50% rule. You probably heard me say the phrase generous 50% rule, which is where like the game lets you get to the next wave off of like a very much less than 50 amount of damage, which sometimes you can rely on. Like you can gamble on that. Like if you have a Coned and 2 normal zombies, killing the 2 normal zombies might get you the rule, but it might not because the Coned has so much HP. So the 50% rule can have a pretty drastic effect on the outcome of a play. This is a good stage to have a walnut. Like this is like exactly a situation where having a walnut feels really good. Like we know a guy's not gonna spawn bottom for a while because this guy spawned here, right? He already kind of wasted the spawning bottom opportunity. Should probably deal with this guy at some point, especially since repeaters in the water kind of makes sense. But at the same time, I got my priorities. All right, nope, we're back. We can do it. This wave's free. Nice job, mine. Do I post a high quality says the poll. And Pokesprouts contributed 19 channel points to that poll. That's weird I can contribute channel points to a poll. It feels kind of contrary to what a poll means. Alright. Huge. Very good flow so far. Definitely ignoring this row so far, which is great news. Less scuba snorkel zombies than you can get for sure, which is interesting. That could have been further forward. No reason to put it further back. Whoa, hello. That mine going off is probably everything for this rule being free. Gonna hold on to that lily pad while I have it. This is not a snorkel level, dang. Walnut's never looked less, like, super important. This level's really not too huge of a fan. of the concept of snorkel zombies. Kind of rare. Ah, there we go. Wave 9? Say it ain't so. It be so. Chomper cooldown away. It wasn't the money thing that really mattered. That makes you feel pretty good. I think that was a good level. Maybe because I got less snorkel zombies though, because like they like no, because I had walnut. I think more snorkels would have been better. I don't know. This level's slow for some reason compared to other two flags. So I'm always like trying to find out why. But that one was good. That one was well played. The walnut at the beginning really popped off too. The extra seed slot was really what made that fast. Almost minus a minute again. Can I make it happen in pool? That'd be cool. That even rhyme. A cool pool. Here's your prize poll voters. Sorry for deleting, I misclicked. Helix hates Bulbasaur. Helio hates me. More like hello. Helix, can I say hello today? I've been misclicking on Bulbasaur a lot recently too. Very easy person to accidentally ban. We've done it, the 3-tail back squash. Now we can do a calm 9. Dude, this economy's nuts. It's slow because of snorkels. That's what I don't buy. Snorkels are awesome. You're back. I guess I'll mine you. Hurry, hurry, hurry! He's coming. He's coming. Can't even click the Helix button. I'm sorry.
I've been saying that. Helix.
So yeah, never mind. I have been saying Helix. Dude, are you actually gonna win? I hate zombies. The mine was coming as fast as it could, dude. Makes me so mad. I'm gonna get bad leveled. Let's go. Another mine bites the dust. Why are you doing this to me? They decided to go in the water early to make me feel better. I do feel a little bit better. I need free waves like that to live. Okay, this wave's pretty free too, actually. Wow, you know, maybe this might die too, actually, for fun. Just suddenly thought about it as a treat. It'd be funny. Good luck. Nah, it's got this. Fricked up opener. I watched so many mines die today. Peter Angie, I'm like kind of overcome with gamer rage right now. I won't lie to you. This is me when I'm hulking out. Good cherry bomb alert. All right. I'll just deal with you later, I guess. The power of mine. Hello, Buckethead. Ooh. Can I get like... Okay, there we go. He was kind of in the way. That mine was not that powerful. I lost a coin and a sun! I just watched so many things disappear. I was too focused on my tasks. Not to Among Us reference accidentally, but... These truly are tumultuous times. been a rough day to be a 3-4 fan. I'm gonna get like a 6-4X for fun. I just decided it. I want to keep the sunflower alive. I love the sunflower. I'm gonna sacrifice another sunflower to keep the sunflower alive. That's how much I love it. I can't believe I got to keep that chopper alive. Wow, and it was wave 9, so that was good. I recognized it was wave 9 as I saw no zombies spawning. Go chopper, critical health chopper, go. Get someone big. Yeah! That was truly the chopper's destiny. No chance it lives being nibbled on for a frame. No chance. I don't buy it for a second. This guy could, though. I believe in you. Not sure why I would cause this chomper to die by making him jump onto him, but I did. So rip that chomper. There wasn't an insanely good reason to do that. If that was wave 9, that would be so cool. But then again, it would have had more health if it was actually wave 9, so I suppose it kind of checks out that it wasn't. How could it be wave 9 when it's not wave 9? What in the world? Frickin' Snorkel Zombie City over here. Awesome sauce. I think I just kill this bucket and everything works out perfectly, right? Yeah, it was alright. Perfectly is a strong word. This is better than I would thought it would be entering this part of the level, to be honest. This looks a lot better than I could have expected. Yeah, I thought it was a 6-4X the moment I saw that early game. 19.2, I kind of clutched in the latter half. Oh yeah, it's a pool cleaner run. All right, we get to go so fast. I just remembered this is a 2 diamond run and it's 49 seconds ahead. Nothing can make me cry for longer than 4 seconds. You can count it when it happens. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Speaking of counting, I hate counting. 1. 2. All cherry bombs level? I'm down. 3. Oh, that might not be it. Could get lucky though. Oh, we did. 4. 5. I have cherry bombed every wave so far. 6. I'm out of cherry bombs now. That was a great start. Zoom in. Here's 7. But we're already kind of at the point where I should not be cherry bombing randomly. Cherry bomb. Alright, 9. I'd be down to hold this guy. No. Well, no. Well, no. Well, no. Well, 10. 1. He's not gonna kill a football, but I don't know, I've already ignored him this long. 2. 3. 4. 5. Let's make sure the 2 guys here, that would be helpful. Mirror time? Hell yeah. 6. Probably stop using random cherry bombs. 7. 8. I like I never used a pea shoot in one place. That's pretty cool. There's our 9 cherry bomb. That guy got away, but I'm not too scared. Blammo. Berry moment, it'll come back. I stream from a train, so sometimes you go through a tunnel every now and then. Luckily, you're missing a not very important stage. Oh, the final cherry bomb is hurting me? Dang. Well, I would have had to wait for that guy to die either way. So, sub 3, big. I think the fact that I'm starting to cherry bomb the first couple waves is really increasing the chance I can get a really good level there, so thank goodness I've been doing that now. Shouts to Bulbasaur for the good advice. It's like you kind of know where to cherry bomb to get the good 50% rule on the first 3 waves. And you're just gonna get a lot of cherry bombs that level, no matter what. So no reason not to. I love numbers and counting. That's why Benexi is kind of the opposite of me. Shadow clone, arch nemesis situation. Oh, Peter, good luck. What up, Josh? All right. 3-6 teal with bonus Zomboni and pool cleaner value. I'm down. Also, perfect economy. Look at all those things I got to plant without missing a beat on sunflowers. This is the level. If not the run. We already knew about the run part. Bing, bing, boo. I'm glad you took a while to spawn, actually. That mine was a bit late. Yeah, just kind of showed up. If he spawned any earlier, that would have been bad. If I'm gonna get more value, it's happening now or never. Dang, not quite. Nice job, Squash. Wave 7 already, dang. With the help of this kelp, this shouldn't take too long. One slowish wave is not too unhealthy, especially on this level where you want a lot of repeaters down. This should be fine. And that was wave 7, so craziness. This will be wave 8. Not gonna place that mine down until I know where guy's gonna be. Wave 9. Okay, solve that in 2 kelps. Awesome. Beautiful start, and now the letting zombies go on the water train begins. Exciting stuff. Yeah, if I squash this, I think we just get the rule. Excellent time to set up a chomper there. Could be a mine if no one goes there next. Looks pretty good. Big kelp. Final sunflowers up. All right. And so it begins. The best level ever? Maybe. It's going really well so far. Ideally, that was a really lucky rule, I think. I'm proud of that one. Vroom. What you killing? Not quite a conehead, but someone. What'd you do if the pool cleaner killed the bonus on Boney? Would that be crazy or what? Dog playing the game pretty fast? Thank you. Man, I wish this was a bonus on Boney because it would have been really fast if so. That was a lot of catch up. Oh well. I realized the pool cleaner has a swallowing animation. Yeah, it kind of goes like a... It's kind of like a Dr. Seuss physics going on. Bada bing, bada boom. And that was with no bonus on Boney. You compare against PB? I am comparing against PB. And I am ahead of PB. And I have 2 diamonds. And pool cleaner time save. I'm comparing against Peter's best. True and true.
True.
I have officially concluded you are ahead. Consider your conclusions astute. As expected of Snoo. You snooze, you win, they've been saying.
I've been saying this.
Not bad economy. Another chance for a new global gold using pool cleaners. This is an old one too. I think the best way to use pool cleaners here would be to try and use them as early as possible. Since like the late game you have a lot going on. So maybe, well, if I didn't put a kelp there, like if a opponent shows up, it'd be so sad. So, nah, I don't think you use them. Like if you can put kelps in column 9, you put kelps in column 9, you know? I wonder what the oldest global is. It's gotta be making its way towards being this one. Super hasn't run the game in a while, and a lot of global golds have improved. Relatively recently. Wow, a more value. Good start to level. He's just kind of close enough that he'd be an awkward repeater. I don't feel like posting an awkward repeater. Yeah, YMB's still around. YMB still has like a lot of really good times, and they played New Game Plus Shopless recently because that was kind of trendy and got a really good world record pretty fast. So yeah, YMB fans rejoice. They're lurking in the shadows. This is going very well so far. I'm gonna chomper this. These guys are my fodder, literally like free pool cleaners. Even if they don't go well, I'm not disappointed. That's where we're at already. This is a great level. I'm going to squash you and feel greatly about it. Okay, this. And then hopefully something actually dies in the next wave. A man can dream. If I didn't cherry bomb, I guess I could have used the pool cleaner to do that, exactly the job of the cherry bomb there, but I don't know. Just felt like the play in the moment, you know? Starting to treat every wave like it's wave 9, even if it's not. So far it has not been, unfortunately. This might be the wave 9. Nice chomper. Dang it. Shoot. Very unfortunate misclick. How could this happen to me? It was supposed to be in column 8, I swear. Alright. Gotta keep an eye on this man. If I don't, bad news, everyone will happen, probably. Dang, that lily pad had no health. Danger, nice mine. Kill that man. He's evil, I hate him. Big squash. Oh, dang, you switched target too. Could have been a chomper. Well, would that have worked as well, though? That's the question. I'm not so sure. Oh, wait, Zambonis. Yeah, you haven't been giving those out that often, actually, Level. I miss them. They're very helpful. What wave is this? Not 9. Good. This is wave 9, and it does have body blocking and coned, so maybe I should have been hoping the last one was wave 9. I don't know. Still, sub 550 entry. I didn't even use like pool cleaners that effectively. I think that was just well played. Not particularly lucky. Anyway. Rip that mine. You did your best. They just showed up too fast. Six 1x. I think my standards are getting higher for that stage for sure. It seems like even if you don't get a lot of Zambonis, the fact that there's so many normal zombies makes like the latter half really fast. That is a crazy preview. Nice pause, thank you. But I'm not an animal, I actually have hands. Looks like 5-1 is the oldest. 5-1 is the oldest. Guess that kind of makes sense. Knowing it's the oldest makes me feel better about the fact that I don't often come that close to it too. Good joke, thank you. Winner.
Wiener.
Just trying to make sure. Okay, good. Just trying to make sure my sunflowers don't get attacked, and we're good to go. Peter not very confirmed. There you have it. I can't have it all. With a preview like this, we could get the craziest level ever. We could use like all 5 mowers. That's right, all 5. Everyone knows there's a 6th one that doesn't really exist on pool levels. It's like the reverse of the fog phase breaker incident. We could use so many mowers. Dude, this is actually what it looks like. It's like there's so many normal zombies. This would be scary if I wasn't already setting up a conga line here. I feel like I'm not gonna get this mower value, which is sad. Like if I chompered, maybe, but it wasn't worth the chomper. Test new strats to see if their faster sounds annoying in this game. You do have to play the stage many times to check if a strat is faster. You can't just play it once and then be like, yep, faster, or yep, slower. Due to the fact that, you know, there's variance in the RNG. You gotta do kind of like times 10 runs to prove the viability of a strat. You gotta see it under many conditions. Theoretically could have cherry bombed that, but I think cherry bombs are more valuable in this stage. Like cherry bomb both those guys because of dolphins dying instantly to them. Which we're probably gonna get a lot of, given the lack of coneheads in the preview. Okay, so I know I'm safe from dolphins for a bit due to the whole 10 trillion kelps. So that's great. Stay away from me, Conan. You're scary. Okay, we're good. Can respect this chomper. Yeah, double chomper. Okay. Sure. Looking good. Yeah, okay. I'll restore that, I guess. Haven't got a good chance to do the dolphin or the dolphin mower situation yet. But I'm sure it'll come around. There's a guy that could just go. This is actually just a normal zombie heavy level. Okay, new Dolphin. Wake up, zombie heads. Okay, alright. Probably a pretty good wave 9. Yeah, not too bad actually. Alright, cool. And now we can basically guarantee do this. I should probably just start it now. Given the manip, you know, we know we're... Oh, the ambush zombies didn't even care to be anywhere else. Let's go. Diamond! Hell yeah! Woo! Bam! That was a weird preview, yeah, no, like usually you just expect to hear dolphin noises that entire level if you see no coneheads, but nah. They were just a lot of dudes. Also, 3 diamonds! Is this a pool cleaner and roof cleaner run? It's pretty early to have 3 diamonds, right? We still have... Cheater! Maybe. Man, I love pool cleaners on that stage. It's like the most fun there. You can just like round back like the pool cleaners back to the dolphins like the very next wave because they're so fast. Whereas that time I made a bunch of dolphins jump, which was interesting. I'm cheater.
I'm Peter.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna go top next, aren't you? Okay, admittedly, not a predictable move. You got me with that one. I thought I had you predicted, but you found another way to be annoying that was less likely. But also less annoying. 2 sunflowers is actually just a small enough amount of sunflowers that I'm willing to just let him go. I mean, I don't have mine, so like, you kind of gotta let a zombie go. So yeah, goodbye. 2 sunflowers. I'm sorry for your loss. Please find in your heart to forgive me. I'm gonna let him eat a bunch, which was the way, because I got more sun out of the sunflower that way. It might give me enough time to actually get the mower value too. It doesn't look like it. Oh well, just sacrifice some sunflowers to get set up here. Better than letting yourself get overwhelmed by constantly spending on zombies spawning in awkward spots. It's an improvement. Up. I'm gonna get the rule on this vaulter alone, I think. Because I got another mower here if I do it that way, which would be cool. This squash probably kills someone important. Pretty fast dudes going into the kelps. If that was wave 9, that'd be sick. Just nice sync, you know? Okay. All right. Might be a roof cleaner situation. Question marks? Yep, it's one of those days. Holy mower kill. All right, good dolphin. An excellent time to dolphin. Get the frick out of here, Conehead, I guess. This is craziness. Huge pool cleaner opportunity. Yep, killing the 2 normal zombies was enough. I figured since dolphins have less HP than Coneheads, it was like pretty much a guarantee, right? Now you're pool cleanering. Not that I could stop him, but, you know, someone's... Nope. No one cared to be there. One of those days. Okay. Hopefully that's not wave 9, because this guy's a little bit slow. It's not! Huzzah! Break him up. Good. Pretty good wave 9. 4-2X is kind of a nice spot to be in by this point, I think. We got a cherry bomb if we need it. A couple torchwoods more to set up and we're good to go. Good as gold. Good squash. Almost misclicked onto that lily pad. That would have been a disaster. You get kind of presumptuous that like that can't happen sometimes. There's a big torchwood I want to use. Bottom there. Ooh. Avoiding chomper cooldown and saving money on a lily pad and killing 2 bucketheads with 1 stone. That's how the catchphrase goes, I think. Papa waiting for the squash, decided against it. I'm too good for that. A lot of dolphins today. Too many, I think. A lot of the bucketheads are cool though. They're kind of like Zombonis. Except with more health, so like, you know, more guaranteed rule. Think about it. Although with torchwoods, you're gonna get the rule if you chomp for a buckethead to go with the wave. That's kind of just a fact. I have not actually reinforced a lot of my torchwoods. Oh, this is wave 9. Okay, cool. Really is one of those, this is just wave 9 kind of situations. All right, here's how this is gonna go. Careful. Okay. It's all kind of happening here. There we go. And bam. Nice. Good cherry bomb. Ten slot will be a thing in TAS, I assume. I don't know. Does TAS need all those slots? You lose time on menuing guaranteed if you have more slots like that. The record here is 8, yeah, for diamonds and any percent. But you could skip some resources. All right, not a terrible start. I like Torchwood. 2 of them is good. Get some 3 Peters going too. That's my name. All right, we're doing lily pads. I mean, missing 1 wave is fine if that's what we have to do. All is forgiven. Yeah, I think we're skipping this wave. An interesting sort of choice. 3 jalapenos. What is this, boss? More value? Presumably, yeah, all right, cool. My belt's getting full. What's going on, dude? All right, that's a good jalapeno. Where's more 3-peater? My torchwood. Why were you still alive? There was a spike beat and torchwood stuff. There was several dudes though. That one's probably on me. All right, welcome back, Torchwood. Don't die again. I'd be really embarrassed for you. Well, I can make sure it doesn't happen. Okay, wow. Enough with the jalapenos, I need real resources. Probably shouldn't have used them like that either, honestly. Not sure if I'm a fan of how this is unfolding. There's a lot of things that are gonna get pretty awkward pretty fast here. I do need this lily pad a little bit. One of those kind of 3-10s, and I lost one of the only Torchwoods the game wanted to give me too. Oh, but you know what I can do? Something incredible has just come to me in a dream. Which, I'm just gonna keep this dream alive immediately, actually. My belt's full. Okay, there goes one of my, one of my things there. Hey, cool buckethead kill. Kind of awesome. Yeah, baby. Or do you want more spikeweed? Yeah, I need more spikeweed. Back to stall the manip. Let's go, pool cleaners! I think it was pool cleaners just save time. You do not want to play a 3-10 where pool cleaners can save a lot of time, but I think it was really good that I had pool cleaners on the stage, which again is very sad. I am very, very unhappy to report that I think the pool cleaners were a good thing to have. There's no stop playing this stage well. You can like really fight for good manip in the early game, but I don't think there's a lot of matter of like on forgetting how to play the stage when it comes to the time save and the time loss. Well, the Torchwoods are coming around now. I almost have, I mean, I just filled up all the optical 3-peter spots too. Wow, a lack of 3-peters and Torchwoods. That's actually craziness. That's like 2 bad things. Sort of crazy. I'd rather bobsled teams at this point. 5 diamonds, apology accepted. I guess I'll have pool cleaners and rift cleaners. That's kind of hype. I can appreciate that. I didn't like that one very much. If I had never lost a Torchwood, I would actually not have all 5. I would have all 5 Torchwoods right now. Cool. As we speak, I would have it. Let's go. $6.12. Why am I not allowed to have these pools past 3-10? I feel like this has happened a lot recently. What's the deal? You want to be friends? Let's be friends. You always do this. Still ahead? Yeah. Woo! 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 It's crazy how long I was playing that level too, and I didn't have like a surplus of anything. Where having a surplus was like super useful. Like even having a lot of 3-peters without Torchwoods can still be kind of cool. But I didn't even have a lot of 3-peters. I do remember the early game was just like all like a Torchwood. Sorry, not Torchwood, the jalapenos. Just jalapenos. Which is great for making sure you're not slowing down, I suppose, but... Why'd you win? What? You win, you... you win. You win, you won, you won, you win, you won the... You won and you had a guy behind you? Absurd. Don't worry, guys. This is so hype. It's gonna be a mower kill. I don't know if it killed anyone. You won and you had a guy behind you. Very sad. I kind of went for the record, yeah, for like the worst, the unluckiest 3-10 there. That one was pretty rough. We really, we had like the most of a bunch of things, but not Reapers and Torchwoods. It's like there's 2 things you need on that stage. I think that's why it feels extra bad when you don't get them. It started to become my least favorite conveyor belt stage. What is in both those spots? Oh, I think there's a... Okay, I think there was a sea shroom there by accident. Misclick. Not even a terrible level, really. Squash protecting the Doom Shroom spot. That's awesome. Nice move, Squash. Yeah, not terrible. What? I can't believe I lost that pace. It's actually kind of sinking in, you know? I think I have the right to be a little bit indignant. I made that pace. With the power of the lucky day. The good, well-played night after the lucky day, and then a really well-played pool. I can't believe this. I am playing a game that does have stages that can take away over a minute on RNG alone. You gotta recognize that's a speed game I'm playing. Oh well. Them's the brakes. That guy might have been bottom, so I should probably put buff from behind. Because he'd be a little bit late if that guy is bottom. He was. It wasn't even your fault. I could have not lost one of my Torchwoods, admittedly. I under defended a Torchwood. That wouldn't have resolved much of the lack of three-peater problem. But it would have made one row, like, self-sustainable. For longer than it ended up being. Or earlier than it ended up being, rather. Not for longer, but... It would have had a row that, like, was not gonna ever, like, get... When you have a Torchwood, a row doesn't, like, become clutter, you know? So it could have been better there, for sure. Oops, misclick. I guess I want to reinforce that spot for later. It's a good spot to be head on, right? Might even be the final wave, actually. Or the wave 9, rather. Kill a normal zombie lightning fast. It was not. Yeah, not a terrible start, though. But yeah, when people ask me about like the RNG in this game, like is there a lot of RNG in this game? I usually have some very, very positive, uplifting answers. But the one case of RNG that is the classic like thing that speedrunners usually don't enjoy is definitely the way conveyor belt stages work, which a couple of them. A couple of them are just sit there and be sad if you're not getting the plants you need on the belt. 3-10 and 4-10 are pretty decent examples. At least 4-10 has fun things you can do with like star fruits and stuff. And like heck, even not getting magnets can be like a decent way to play the level if you get like a bajillion firepower. Oh yeah, there are levels where you just sit there and be sad, and they're the conveyor belt levels. Every other bit of RNG is like something that you like maybe made the choice to not be as ready for, or you know, you can account for it. Conveyor belt levels are rough sometimes. Okay. This is a pretty good footballist level, actually. Or, well, I guess I should have squashed this guy. But, like, that final wave was pretty good for never using a squash that level. Not bad. 2-10 is the worst. 2-10 can be bad because of Doom Machines. 2-10 at least is funny, I feel like. 2-10 is entertaining. Every 2-10 that sucks is, like, usually hilarious. You can't say the same for... Well, I guess 3-10 is a little bit funny. Well, this doesn't look like a very promising preview, but I can make it work. Good 50% rule permitting, you know, and can't be terrible. With 18 seconds to save here, I'm down. I'll save it. 5-5 I like. I think 5-5 has like a lot of stages of choices that can make even the worst situations less bad down the line. I think you need to like kind of like get a taste of the kind of like flow the level is letting you play at based on the amount of chompers and stuff and pots you get in the early game. You can go really fast that level by never really placing chompers far up. Like a conservative player can get a fast level because all the chompers wake up more often, which can make some really fast waves happen in like the final third. So 5-5 I think is way more skill based than some people let on. Like it can make you upset because it's like ridiculous how bad it can go. But a lot of that's on you, I think. I go into 5-5 kind of expecting that I'm gonna get a good time. Just making the choice. I've decided I'm gonna get a good time. I put a sound stream further forward for some reason. I don't know. It just happened. Misclick. There was no reasoning behind it. In case anyone was wondering. Broke the pattern for no reason. Made it look ugly. You hate to see it. That's a great place for the balloon to be. I didn't have a scary there yet, actually. So kind of cool. Too bad that balloon's not fast as Rick, otherwise that would have been a huge time save chance. But that unfortunately was too slow. Also, should I have done that? Well, I definitely didn't need to in hindsight, but do I have the money to do that much? I guess I did, huh? Its lowest level means you have enough to randomly lily pad to block off ambush zombies. That's pretty cool. Many coneheads this fog. I wonder if there's a coneheady enough preview that you can like not bring one of the gimmick counters. I guess it'd be kelp. Especially with pool cleaners, maybe like not dealing with dolphins could be like a crazy gamble. It's a neat concept. Just thinking about like if there's 3 coneheads and then also balloon zombies can spawn on the stage, then maybe dolphins aren't gonna be that common. In theory. A preview on the level that's so bad that's worth it to reset. Oh frick. Preview reroll. Such a long restart. I mean, I guess like 4 coneheads early game is like pretty irredeemable. I can see that guy actually. But then you just reset the entire run typically. Or like 4 coneheads night level. 1 flag night, nah. Because now you have puffs, so it's like even if you get more coneheads, you're still not gonna go that slow. I don't know. That's a good question though. I do feel like I'm nailing this early game. That's the Conant over there? Dang. Well, at least I got scared as soon as I did. Oh, that wasn't even wave 9? Oh, that's way better than I thought. Never you mind. The Conant being there, I overcompensate by placing this many scarities, actually. Conant up there. Oh, interesting. Probably means like a Doom Shroom, theoretically. I'll Doom Shroom the next wave. At this point, oh, that guy got far. Also, I just kelped someone completely random when I'm out of Dolphins on the stage. But then again, this was the preview where it seemed like Dolphins wouldn't be that likely. In theory. And I have a Doom Shroom, so Dolphins could totally be okay. This Dolphins could be kind of okay kind of world we're living in. Yeah, I have the kelp back now, so. Nah, they don't even exist. Huge news. Dolphins ain't real. Can't plant on craters. That checks out. I pre-planted a kelp. Boy, am I filled with regrets. At least it's not wave 9, I think. As long as I have kelp available for wave 9, I should be okay. Ooh, that's actually great. No, that's fine. Because I can blast this guy extra hard, and then kelp the Dolphin in this wave 9. So it's all good. Huge wave 9, actually. No Conants is the best thing you can get. Also, balloon. Swap out that Conant with a balloon and we'd be good. But still pretty solid. But we never got punished for our kelp greed crimes. Taco. Why am I on a run like this? What happened to minus a minute? I miss it so dearly. I got so much cash though. Roof's gonna be epic. Gotta look forward to that. Don't live in the past. Oh, hey, cool. Just enough squashes. The power of the rake, I suppose. Good thing that dance zombie was just too busy dancing to actually ever damage this guy. He wasn't even low health, dude. That pea shooter could have died because of that. That guy was faster? Jeez. Backups do not help much with their hypno combat abilities. I think levels of seat select takes less time to reset. Well, you can reset from like the seat select menu, right? Yeah, you can't press restart level from the seat select menu. This is true. You just have to go back to the main menu. Very real. There's no restart. If there was, dang, that'd almost be tempting. Check the preview, see something so terrible that you instantly just restart level. All it would do is just like scroll back to the preview again and then you'd be back in seat select. Honestly, that would not be that bad. I think it'd be worth it if things are bad enough. Rerolling previews. For sure, some of the more complicated stages, that would be the way. Like the ones where the build like really depends on like the right zombie spawning at the right time. Okay, I can see him immediately. So quick squash. The mine will definitely kill someone. Not the worst outcome. What up, miner? We're not finding out yet what that killing is gonna look like. I have so many sun. Relax. Pretty cool mine, actually. Yeah, helpful. Alright, I'm down. With all this money, I can just do this. No stress whatsoever. And a lot of the ambush zombies are actually kind of awkward, so I'm glad I'm not stressing. Bam. Good level. Eh. For the zombie spawns. Yeah, no, there's not a lot of previews that I think are deal breakers. If the only way like we would actually be like resetting the previews is if the reset was so quick. Like if it was like iZombie, holy jeez, would the beginning of a level be a totally different story. People would get caught in super reset loops. But sometimes they'd lose time for sure to just like play in the very first one they saw, but at the same time, like just give yourself something nice. That would make day so much more fun actually. Like getting runs out of day. Because the difference between like cones on 1-3 and 1-4, for example, huge difference. That'd be so cool if we could do iZombie resets. Would it be cool? Would it be good for the run all around? Yeah, more control of the zombies that show up on levels would make like the more toxic like day and fog and night levels better. Yeah, I think it would be better for the quality of the run if that existed. I wonder how many previews I would play on certain levels, though, if I had the option to reset extremely quickly. The start of this level is really funny. Quite fast. We'll have to make sure we really spam sunshrooms. Because you can, like, forget to do that if you're going really quick. You just get to, like, the actual buckethead phase way too fast. Buckethead phase with hearts in between it. First scaredy of the run. Kinda huge. I'm not spamming sunshrooms as fast as I could be. Ooh. Sad place to get a conehead on wave 9. More time for sun production, though. We'll call it a gift. Rip that lily pad, totally would have put a puff on it. Resetting 2-1 would totally give Dave's text again. Absolutely. Won the world miner. I think I hate you. Like, I know I can ignore you, but dang, you're gonna be annoying later. I think I just have to be okay with that. Like, I'm gonna puff shroom him, but I don't know, dude. Annoying dude. If I get another miner, I can like almost include both of them in the Doom somehow. I think that'd be a pretty cool solution, but I don't think that's gonna work. I'm just gonna hold this guy here. Are we pool cleanering here? Is that what's happening? I'm down. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how we got to the point where I'm doing this, but it appears I am. I don't know how that happened, but let's do it. 4-7 pool. I don't know why there's just nothing on this lane. It just suddenly struck me as being very empty. Hell yeah. If only miners could die by pool cleaners. No case that's gonna happen. That didn't do anything. I could have stalled it. This isn't even wave 9. Miner, oh, it doesn't matter. Cool, I just found out nothing mattered because the wave 19 miner has shown up. Rip pool cleaners being awesome, even in theory. Great level. I really wish Sun came with the pool cleaners because that part was really fun. Manip? Protects the ambush zombies. Yeah. Good idea though. Oh, what up? Good try. Hey, going for the pool cleaners was fun even if it didn't work out. As a man with 5 diamonds, every single stage I can use pool cleaners just simply is just a new tree. A new branch in the tree of the opportunities that wealth provides you in this economy. A PowerPoint presentation, 99 slides. I can just say, why not? Why not? Why should I defend one of the water rows? It did happen by accident, but I don't remember ever trying to not put a lot of sea shrooms there. I guess they just died. I guess that's what you do if you're like the wealthiest man on the planet is you start like not defending rows on fog levels and maybe you don't bring sea shroom at all and... it's getting a little bit radical the more I talk like that. Don't bring sea shroom at all. Craziness. Unless... yeah, that guy was 4th or 3rd, 5th row. That's the one. 5th tries the charm. I think I was right about the Conant being bottom. I started with a puff shrimp, which is not quite a scaredy, but it gets the job done. I was very correct. I think there's a Conant here too. Huge. I don't actually need to guess that hard. This is a level where you can just see at a certain point. Pogo? There he is. Get owned. I can't see. But I want to see though. I do. Crazy. Wait, that's awesome. I think it's rare you get to do that. Mug the wave 8 Conant that hard. That could have been a sea shroom, but now I have a sea shroom for the ambush zombies in theory, so that's okay. A good not having a sea shroom. Good level ahead, I think. We'll see. This could be a doom shroom too if I get really good ambush zombies. Eh, not quite good enough. I have the money though. Bam. This fog has been so okay, dude. If I didn't have the the unluckiest 3-10 ever, this fog would look so great because it would just be varying levels of green, varying levels of like 1 minute ahead. This would look so good on that green run I had a bit ago. Alas. Instead, it's kind of like just like an up and down red run, but it's going deep. What's the PPT? 319? Wow. I might just get a 319. After that 3-10, I'm like basically owed a perfect 4-10. Gambler's Falaki never fails. It works both ways too, except when it's inconvenient. Getting unlucky does mean future good luck. But getting lucky does not mean future bad luck necessarily, I think. Because that would be inconvenient. A lot of eating of that poor puff shroom. Poor thing. I'm starting to think I'm going to see the first Conant, which is very good for a blind stage. No. But I made a good guess. Huzzah? Yeah, I'm a huzzah guy today. These zombies never want to go top. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Surely you have to at some point. There we go. I just like predicted it. Like it has to happen. It's the future. You can't be like this forever. Also, I think I put the Scary a little bit far forward here by accident. I'm gonna put more Scaries to protect it. Just to be sure. He's a little bit far forward, which can be good, but it's also bad. Someone went in the water. Someone else went in the water again. That's not good. Why do I hear so much chewing? Alright, they're done. Better than I thought it would be. What was going on in the dark? Bogo, what's up? Ooh, I can actually use a mower to that. Hold on. Activate the rule? Big mower incoming. Maybe. Well, I know he's not top. I wish that Bogo was a little bit slower, though. I have no clue who this guy is. But I guess right with the magnet. Although I think if I put on the bottom half, there would be no guessing involved, because the magnet would just always reach. Definitely should have done that. This is really fast so far. Also, this looks way better than I thought it would look. I thought chaos was happening in the darkness, to be honest. I thought this was gonna look more bad. Two balloons. Blue normal cone. Magnet. So many balloons. You look more bad? No! It's your imagination. It's the poorly, you know, post-produced right side up flag that's, you know, distorting your vision of what I truly look like, which is perfect on the first try. How's it going, Moo? Thank you for the ground beef, good luck. GPGL, if you will. Alright. So, going into this level knowing I have to get a global gold to make the 3-10 right, to you know, enact justice, to prove that there's like a god, it's pretty exciting. I mean, already I have a star fruit. The rake killed the conehead. This is the optimal start. Right, all right. Slap that conehead. I don't want to place a lot of suboptimal star fruits. Cool. That was my dream. Which state? What did you eat? Oh, there was a guy there? What the frick? I didn't see him. That's so funny. Be careful, that star fruit does not have a lot of health. You need to defend it with your life. I am. Wow, we're already doing bucketheads. That's like frame 1. If I had a magnet, I'd be popping off, but I do not. I'm scared. Oh, I do have a magnet. Yay! Not in a good spot, but I was lacking lily pad, you know? Put calm 9 star fruits down. It's already kind of that time. The magnet's in the right spot. We got another magnet. Everything's gonna be okay. This is the best. Okay. Sweet. Not enough lily pads to fuel my magnet dreams, unfortunately. Oh, well, I want to put them on better spots than this, you know, but I guess that's not the world we're living in. It's great that we have magnets because the game loves bucketheads right now. The game has fallen madly in love with bucketheads. Okay, good opener. I could pumpkin this, but he shoots more if I don't. But then again, there should be a lot of zombies on the screen all the time coming up, so it's probably okay. I have pool cleaners, so this balloon existing could be actually really awesome. Like this is a balloon that could kill a dude. Crazy enough. I mean, a dude dies pretty fast by star fruits, but still. Hey, dude. Nonetheless. I need a lily pad here at some point, or else I will cry. When I need to die. Another balloon that could actually create an epic kill. This time I have a blowover, so if things go haywire, it's all good. Go, go, go. Hooray. You working hard there, magnets? Oh, I tried to save that star fruit with that pumpkin. That was like close to being clutch. Flippy, go! These guys are stupid. They're the last guys alive. I'm trying to be reactive. All right, they're dead. Took a second though. All right. Do I have manip? Is that a bad thing? I mean, I might have manip and it might be a bad thing, and why that's a bad thing? Nah, it's all good. Whee! Like I said, I had to get a good 4-10. Not a global gold or anything, but we love sub 5s. Place cactus preemptively. Yeah, I was placing lily pads preemptively in cactus spots. I was not gonna die that way. Well, I mean, I guess I could have just straight up not gotten the cactus, but... Which I don't think I did. Bottom? I don't think I ever got a bottom cactus going. But hey. We're entering roof. We're gonna get roof cleaners. And I'm gonna PB, I suppose. I'm gonna get a PB that has the most time save ever, as long as I can get to the end of pool too, so exciting. It's gonna be very red in the early game though. Terrible splits to run against, but you know I don't use balanced PBs. I'm not a very balanced person. There's a run. Final world. We're deep. Pace battles. You already know what's happening. Skipping the mine is an exciting opener here. I think it was a 2-conet preview too. So very potentially good. Dang, what a rule. I mean, no, I guess it activated exactly the moment it normally does. I just lost track of time. That was based on 3-6. Back when it was easy and you stuck around past the 3-10 disaster. And for that, I thank you. Like, can I get a repeater on this? I don't know. Honestly, that zombie I never let go at the beginning is starting to look like a now thing. Remember that zombie I didn't let go? I don't have a really good solution for this Goned with the money I currently have. Literally exactly the same thing though. I just let the one zombie go at a different time. I should preemptively do that. Ooh. Nice thinking. Big star fruit. I can help you if a Goned goes middle next wave too. So I keep the star fruit alive. Big news if so. Nah, no problem like that here. It's big starfruit value. I should probably cabbage, preemptively. Oh, I was supposed to say, oh, this is wave 9? I was gonna say fake things for a second there. Dude, this starfruit's like helping out. Good job, starfruit. You're a friend. That guy shot, that guy has like a KD. Like 3. I mean, participated, lots of assists. Hey, Dwaytley, that's not Dwaytley. I gotta go. Trevor, give a similar color to Dwaytley. Username color-wise. One more cabbage, please. I could have done more, maybe. Yeah. Good level. Roof cleaners first. 5 diamonds. Buying roof cleaners first. With pool cleaners. That's what 5 diamonds looks like. Precisely the right amount. This is like exactly the amount of diamonds World Record's gonna have someday when it's like a 316 or 315. You're gonna have pool cleaners purchased and just like never really get punished for it at all. Could have bought Gloom there too? Oh, I could have just straight up bought Gloom there too. Yeah, actually, I think I could have. I didn't even consider that for some reason. I had like 10,500. Whoops. Losing time on the next shop. Scripted forced shop entry. But also, I guess I saved time right then. Even with pool cleaners. Pool cleaners. Bulbasaur, you dog. Get your mind out of the gutter. True. There's no poo in the pool. That's like why we call it a pool. How many times do I have to say? I'm a Pokemon, not a dog. As soon as I finally remember. Once I learn to learn. Stop having an ego. I think thanks to Starfruit's shotgun, the Starfruit lives. A little bit precarious though, actually. Ah! Okay. Also just placed a pot, which is why I did that. That move right there. There's a weird triple middle starfruit opener, but I think it's correct as long as I like, you know, yeah. Exactly the spawn that makes this correct. Huge. Guy's blocking, dude. Talk about rocking out. I guess I'll cherry bomb and then put a starfruit here. The ultimate starfruit middle row. He's so safe. He's got a mine protecting him too. What up, Buckethead? Yeah, I can jalapeno that actually. Crazy enough to work. Got a pot here in case anyone wants it. No? Okay, fair enough. Infinite good resources at my disposal. Get a new starfruit situation. Oh my gosh, it's a dog! There's a dog in my chat! Talking dog. That'll be the day. Why? Dude, roof cleaner! Roof cleaner! Will he make it? We both had the same thought. He's gonna make it. This guy dead yet? Did no one even go there? That'd be the sad part if that was true. Weird mine. Was no one down there? Tragic. I got so excited, but I went like roof, cleaner, like in Bulbasaur where you were yelling, we were twinsies on it. This mine's a dumb spot. Whoa. I remember to squash first. It has a slower animation than the cherry bomb. Animation. No value. But it was fun if we thought of it. It's rare to get to use starfruits on, or roof cleaners on starfruit stages. A pretty good preview. 2 coneheads. In fact, the fact that there's not a lot of normal zombies to go with it probably means we're gonna get some ladder zombies, right? And those guys are the best thing ever. Ladder zombies are the peak spawn on 5-3. Because you can get them with like column 8 chompers, column 7 chompers. They can just be a great way to get your pots down. Go, go, go! Thank you, Chitara. Also, what up, Neto? I don't speak English. That's fair. I hope you're enjoying the babble then. I'm Peter.
I'm Peter.
This was a preview for the global gold, so you can get global gold. Smile. I'll do it. The stream is babble even if you can't speak English. That's real.
Brains.
Same experience no matter what. We don't discriminate. This guy's slow enough to like get wrecked by this starfruit, I think. I think the only reason I place the second one is because it's just a powerful reinforcement. Just gets the job done faster, you know? Nice. Wow, these starfruits look like they're in the right spot. Really a good look, actually. Maybe I am gonna get the global gold. Ah, normal zombie. That means I can also get the mine down, right? Which I rarely think of. So proud of myself for just posting that mine. That's just something that will never happen again, probably. Good job, me. Wow, what a useful mine. New sunflower pot. I'm thinking of all the pots right now. Every single correct pot play is happening right now. This is so crazy. This strikes me as the cherry bomb is gonna be like in this pot. Dude. Dude, that cherry bomb. The top, bottom, like they had to be like in the middle, right? He's gaming. Watch out, world, I'm gaming. There's our buddy, the newspaper. You're not. Wow, what a thing to call him, jeez. Dude's got a whole ladder in his hands and I called him a newspaper zombie. What's my problem? There's a whole ladder in this dude's hand. I don't think I've had a slow wave yet. Let's keep it up. Rip Chomper. The call mates will stay alive forever though. Okay. This is a good place to get Starfruit down, actually. It took me long enough to get that Chomper going. That was probably a good play. Nice mine. Okay, cool. Oh, the Chomper's awake? Okay. Ah! So just everything worked out perfectly, huh? Alright, don't choke the final wave. This is definitely teal pace. Okay. How was just everything going right? 5.7 second teal, wow. What was the global gold again? Wow, surprisingly, way better than that. I know it's like a 2x, right? Jeez. There are good times in this game. Also, it wasn't a scripted shop entry, which is what I said it was last time I complained about like not buying the Gloom earlier. I did actually lose time to enter in the shop again. Oh, it's a 433? Okay, better, a little bit more 4-3x than I thought, actually. So I was closer. But I'm shocked at the time it is. Now that I just played what was basically a flawless second half. I guess it all happens in the first half.
Coming.
Even the first half was cool. Remember when I cherry bombed instantly with the pot that was already on the ground? That was crazy. The stars aligned this level. Pun intended, I presume. I get to use roof cleaners if I dash 4. This runs back? Remember when I was crying? I don't. I have goldfish memory for bad times. This run was always this awesome. That's actually kind of awesome. Like, I don't think I had to let 2 zombies go considering I didn't pay for the first squash, but the fact that I can do this so comfortably is kind of sick. And a mower kill, okay. Cool start. Okay, I think I'm gonna squash that guy and then get a gloom down, yeah. Ah. Man, would have rather Doom right now, actually, in hindsight. It'll be comfy enough, but it would have been way faster if I set up a Doom instead of my Gloom right then. Dang, if he hadn't spawned there, that would have been a lot comfier of a situation, I think. Oh well, we'll get our sunflowers back. Still extremely comfy and fast. Should get like an extra fume here, just so this never dies, probably. Alright, give me, I was gonna say give me an awkward code, but good thing I didn't say it out loud because that would have made it really funny that that guy was awkward. I had a squash ready, so the most awkward thing that could happen is a place where I can't squash. So, well played. This guy's kind of fast, he might get away with it. Eh, I'm not about him getting away with it. Should get more Dooms down. There we go, there's more Dooms down. Cool pumpkin to keep that lad safe. This is the easiest wave ever. I was so ready to Doom that I was not ready to squash. And I don't have a pot, so I guess that was the right play. But that could have been a squash to solve that problem. What a bonus football. Hey, it's the same result. I was planning on dooming it, and I still doomed that wave. But it could have been just a squash. Ooh, I kind of hope the Pogo gets away with that, actually. Yeah, all right. Exciting stuff is coming here. There's actually no pumpkin here. Oh, I have a Doom. Sad that this football wasn't up there, though. That would have been kind of bonus. This is scary. Oh, it's dead, is what it is now. Fair enough. Football. Yeah, there's actually just not a lot of damage in like several spots here. I think I need to use that Doom. I wanted a final wave Doom, or like a wave 0.9 Doom rather, but that's a good sacrifice, I think. I don't know why I'm not putting this pumpkin on. Not sure what I have to gain from that. Wish I had a squash or something to kill this football faster, because I believe this is wave 9. Literally nothing I can do here to speed this up. It is wave 9, in fact. Hey, squash hasn't gone. Aw, man, that's sad. This level is so fast, you don't have enough firepower. Yeah, the pumpkins are actually dying because I'm just getting to the next stage of the level too quick. There was just a bunch of zombies eating the pumpkins at the same time. Couldn't keep up. Yeah! Sub 6 though. Definitely would have been amazing if I had a squash available for wave 9, or a Doom, especially. Wave 29. By the way, turned out is fine. We're gonna play a 5-5 with roof cleaners, making this potential 29 seconds of possible time save kind of real. I actually got my teal on this stage without roof cleaners. So good luck, right? Oh yeah, you're pretty fast. Cool. This file is Heroin Bob. This is a Heroin Bob file. Heroin Bob gets the PB file sometimes. Okay. You fast? You're kind of fast. I mean, when you're given the opportunity to be a little bit conservative, you should take it, right? I can go a long way this level, actually. 5-5. This is really nice. We're using minimum plants in order to finish jobs here. They kind of like the bucketheads, too. Okay. What'll it be? Chomper? Okay, seems good. I suppose I'll pumpkin you for now. Cool start. Sub 2, like 2 flat-ish. Getting here, nice work, nice work. What percent runs of the RNG potential of the world record? That's a pretty good question. A lot of it is made in day, the very first world of the run. Which luckily is the first world, so you can like check that RNG really quickly, but that's like where most of the magic happens. So you can reset that pretty quickly. Once you're out of day, maybe any run has a chance. It's hard to say. I have 4 cherry bombs in the belt. That's pretty cool. That wave settled itself. That's what happens when you play conservatively. You get waves that just do it themselves, you know? I'm down to cherry bomb here, because I do need a little bit more oomph. Get this wave going. And I did have a lot of cherry bombs, right? Okay. Maybe that? Okay, something like that. Well, that's a lot of choppers waking up. I feel silly now. Okay, not as silly. Okay, good roof cleaner. This is probably wave 9 though, so should I cherry bomb these guys? Let them go to the roof cleaner? Probably them go to the roof cleaner so I can have a cherry bomb for the final wave. Yeah, I'm not really getting... Okay, yay. Having these cherry bombs at the final wave will be a good look. Cool. Now I have several cherry bombs, so I should not have too bad of a final wave here. We'll see how it goes. Whoa. Okay, first things first. I got problems to solve. Okay, I can see where this is kind of rounding down to. This one. That, and then really whatever pops out of here is not a killing thing. Slower than I thought that level would go, to be honest, given the roof cleaners, but I guess I played it well enough. Just didn't really have the way to kill wave 19 fast. And I needed all those cherries that I saved for wave 20. All right. 3 cones with a lot of normals probably means I should have pumpkined, but last time I pumpkined here on a good pace, it was really sad. Actually, like last 3 times I've pumpkined here on a good pace, it was really sad. The last 3 times I've pumpkined here has been sad. Actually, a little bit of that is the Garg stage. It's kind of all blending together. But between 5-6 and 5-8,
Brains.
pumpkining has been sad. Huh. I can avoid using a squash. Neat. That makes avoiding this easier typically. Oh, I should have put that down instantly. Sometimes you gotta squash in that column A pot. All right. Looking like just get your gloom shroom down, frame 1 kind of level. Pass me some sun, please, sunflowers. Any day now. Cool. Kind of weird. Am I saying this guy or the roof cleaner? Maybe? There were 2 guys top and bottom, which is why I squashed one of them. That was like kind of the reasoning behind that decision. And now I'm using another roof cleaner, maybe? No. Boing. I think pumpkins also makes me like become too fancy. I think I get too fancy when like pumpkins are involved. Or I get fancy when pumpkins are involved because you have to in order to survive. The roof cleaner did something cool there. That's something that you wouldn't get. Just like that for free. I don't like pumpkins. This is scary. That's real. That's true. Pumpkins are scary. It's fair to feel that way. Just really get Doom down. Consider it done. Still uncomfortable with roof cleaners. Hate having to rebuild my sun. Yeah. It's like you end up just needing less with glooms than you think is like the helpful part. Like when you're not playing, the waves are advancing anyway. It's kind of like the thing you have to remember. So you just have to like take little opportunities where like the glooms are doing everything for you to like place a pot sunflower. And then you don't need much more than this. Using 2 roof clears is like way more than you usually do anyway on your average run. But I just fell right on this one. Okay. Yeah, frick it. It's probably like the slowest random wave we're gonna get in a while. Let's carefully save our squash for the big wave though. Or wave 9 rather. Due to us doing that. Okay, here's wave 9. All right, no squash required. Suddenly look really smart. Oh, I dug everything. Why is wave 9 so slow? What is this, pumpkin, not pumpkins? What is this, not pumpkins? It's like wave 9 takes forever to get here. Way too early to dig up that gloom shroom, that's for sure. What a deceptive indicator. Jeez. Alright, it's up 5, whatever. It's about the same as my PB. Alright, we're gonna do some pumpkins. I'm excited to get back to pumpkins. I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired of garlics. I want to do fancy things, but garlics just restrict you. You just, like, can't do fancy things as much. This preview is kind of scary. 2 cones? I didn't see like hella normals either, but there was like some, right? I wonder if that indicator was deceptive because wave 18 was all normals. That was probably why. I believe that. No health, right? It's like there's not a lot of zombies left, so that's why the zombie head's gonna be like right at the end.
Coming.
But garlic is amazing. Garlic is so safe and nice. It's just like zombie not where the gloom is. Pay 75 sun total. Now they're where the gloom is, you know? But it's just so slow and there's not a lot you can do compared to pumpkins where you're constantly fighting for your life in order to go fast. Watch out, zombie! Ah!
Ouch!
Oh, thank goodness. He's actually only halfway across the screen. The squash has it covered. Now, if the zombie wasn't wearing future glasses, I'd be a little bit more intimidated. I feel like I have a lot of econ. So that wasn't my imagination, right? Oh, yeah, making sun off that too. Hell yeah! All right. That was pretty tight, like forced early gloom, but I think it's nice to get your first gloom down early because you just get your next one down so fast. I feel like this is rude, right? What are you doing here? Can I afford a pumpkin? Should I have not placed that sunflower right then? Probably. Nope, we're good. I should really get the pumpkin down though because I have a next gloom coming. Get to work here, huh? Okay. Squash. It was a cone head. There is a cone head. And I can get this gloom down probably in response to that. Alright. Wait. I have like no sun. Okay, I can't stop the guy with the power of of that, should I use the roof cleaners? Wait a minute. One extra squash could be awesome. Losing 2 sunflowers? Probably fine, right? Not getting run over instantly. This is huge. Okay, still not getting run over. You know what? Yeah, do your thing, actually. I like what you're up to here. Go big on it. Alright, I can get another gloom shroom down soon, too, actually. Probably focus on doing that. I don't think this roof clear is going to get used for anything useful. In fact, it's gonna manip guys closer to the gloom shrooms, so now I'm scared. Go, 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 go. Like, if there was a catapult that wave, that would have been so hype. And like the manip, right? The odds that like it was gonna run something over, really high. that felt right, dude. That felt right. I think they didn't pack catapults into this level. Since when have you not had a pumpkin? Squash, you didn't care? You can reach, right? Cool. I can get a new gloom shroom down, but I'll probably just use it to replace if something bad happens. I also don't have pumpkin to go with it, so. This is a spongy kind of level. All right, I don't think I'm gonna turn you into a gloom shroom. That ladder zombie got on his face real fast. They're taking all me sunflowers. Should we try again? I'll wait for the next wave. I want to see it. Okay. Hey, what a spawn. The one place that didn't have something cool to run over, dude. I mean, I haven't put a gloom on this yet, but I've been thinking about it. Can I see the next wave? All right, next wave spotted. This is going really well. You want that pot? Just kidding, of course you want that pot. What is going on? This new doom machine looks like it's gonna take a second to get here. I also probably could have squashed the one donut that existed there, so. Okay, this guy. No, 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 I didn't realize. Ah, I was fast, but I wasn't urgent. I did not do that with urgency. I did not do that bean with urgency. There was a coconut on its face, dude. Oh my goodness. Scary. All right, I'm ready to pumpkin, dude. I'm warmed up. I'm a pumpkin machine right now. I'm not gonna do, it's not gonna go wrong this time. There was no urgency. I was just planning on beaning that doom. When the coconut showed up, it could have just won that fight. It was probably like a frame away from finishing off that doom too. Yeesh. I believe in you. All right. The last couple PB pace runs I've had doing pumpkins 5-8 have not gone well, but this one's gonna be different. I can feel it. I've learned from all my mistakes. I'm gonna take it nice and easy. Get my first two glooms up as early as possible so I can get a third one down, even if I get crushed by the Garg. And nothing bad's gonna happen. Look at that, roof cleaners. That makes this a fast start. I can't remember when this run was a warm-up. Yeah, I guess the second run of the day is usually kind of a little bit cool. Decently cool, you know? Need PB with the funny flag? Not a funny flag. It's a serious flag. I think I can get you, come on. You're kind of fast, so, hey, average speed. Good, global cycle. That means I don't have to protect him. Or like, put a bot to stop him. Big. I really should put a pumpkin though. A little roof cleaner time save. I don't think I should use 2 roof cleaners, to be honest. All right, I'm gonna use 2 roof cleaners, to be honest. it's getting more awkward by the second to participate in the bottom row. Dude, what if this killed the Garg? Isn't this kind of on pace to kill the Garg? This zombie stack heading towards the roof cleaner. Gamers, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit on pace to kill the Garg. Woo! 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 Yeah! Gone! Frick him up! The ultimate roof cleaner value! The Garg killed in one hit. No fancy Doomshroom imp value required. Epic legendary move. This is the exact opposite of the last time I played this level and it went terribly. This is going great. Get out of here. That's like minimal time save. Yeah, Garg's usually pretty easy to kill with, you know, regular firepower, but just the fact that it was like frame 1 was pretty nice, right? So cool. So how helpful is that? I have 1 extra Doomshroom, right? That's like half the help. That's gotta be pretty big, right? Which, now that I'm looking at it, I guess all my Doomshrooms are kind of far back, but that's alright. Oh, make sure zombies don't get away. Okay. Stop! Ah, 2 guys eating! 2!
Whoa, a PB!
Minus 23.8! Yep. Alright, anyway, looking like... You know what? Global by 9 seconds! Global by 9 seconds! New global cold by 9 seconds. 10,000, 9,000, 20,000. That's global by 9 seconds! With a 420.9. Wow! I think that level went good, that level. I got the world record on 5-9 by 9 seconds. Best pea shooter 23. He can do it even without pea shooters. It's crazy. Wow. You did say it was gonna be different. Yeah, I didn't want to fail it like I did last time. I figured just like not dying to the stage would be a good change. Good for this pace that I'm already currently on. All right, anyway, let's just play the most normal 5-9 ever. I'm not even using Starfruits. I've been pretty bad at Starfruits on the stage recently, to be honest, so I'm kind of happy that I made this choice. I've been getting like 7 flats with Starfruits. It's pretty bad. This is a good step. It's been a long time since I've done Magnets 5-9, though, I'll admit. Playing a version of this level without garlics or pumpkins or Starfruits. That's like everything I've been doing on this level lately. It's a bit strange. Okay. That's kind of slow enough that I could almost kill him with the gloom by the time it shows up, which is wild. Almost. Can I? It's like really close. I can also roof cleaner. Totally cool for that result too. Yeah, I guess I'm roof clearing him. That's bonus. I got this new sunflower pot anyway, so like one of the pots I'm losing here, not even a big deal. This train's actually kind of not as hard as I remember it being. Remember, like, you know, no garlics, column 8, but no pumpkins being like kind of awkward. It's going pretty well so far. I guess I'm not going that fast either, but could have doomed if I wanted to really go fast there, but dooms are good for lots of situations when it comes to this strat. Alright, hold on. That's not that important. We can do better than that. Holy normal zombies. Hey, conehead kill. That's big. Very fast. I should get a magnet down at some point. I have so much sun. This is how you know this guy's used to doing like pumpkins. He doesn't know what to do with all this extra time and sun. Shoot, 750 sun saved up. True. All right, what are we doing? Not bucketheads apparently. All right. Should probably be using the sun, right? Good job, magnet. New bucket could be squashed, honestly. Oh, this gloom died. What in the world? You were low health? I wasn't even paying attention. Oh yeah, you're supposed to put fumes behind the glooms when you do this. That's right. That's like a thing you're supposed to do. Very true. It's just been so long, I just haven't done this in a while. It's the RNG's so good that it's like not mattering. That I'm not like super on top of things. It's what all the saved up sun's about. That was wave 9. Okay, maybe dooming during that wave would have been hype. Not to be like needy or anything, but dooming might have looked really cool there. That's a lot of bungees. Yeah. Some normal zombies to go with them. Fair enough. All right. If next wave's free, I'm gonna get a gloom down. Looks pretty free to me. You know, no pot required kind of thing is what I meant by free. Because you gotta use your pots when you're using your when there's a guy who shows up and needs squashing. This squash will really help actually, due to the fact that this bungee's has weird health shenanigans. Bungee almost could have died there, honestly, but they can't all be winners. I'm gonna wait for this magnet to be used once more. Nice, and then I'm gonna doom there. You know, I kind of have a lot of dooms, huh? I do have a lot of dooms, don't I? And the ones that are left now are kind of in weird spots. I guess we'll see what happens. Way too many dooms though. I really haven't played a strat this safe in so long. That's fair. Yeah, that doom wasn't in a very good spot. I can respect that. Yeah! 6-2x. That's a 6-2x? I played that horribly. All right. The bungees kind of just dead and they disappear. It's weird. It's like if bungees make up like more than 50% of the rule, I think if they leave, then boom, you have the 50% rule. But if they make up less than the 50% rule, you still have to like activate the rule again with all the zombies that are left over. That's like how I understand it from experience. 2-cycle for 322 skip. If I get the 2-cycle opportunity, I should take it. That wasn't where that guy was. Boom, 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 boom. I've got jalapenos and ices, so that's like... Didn't want to lose this cabbage. I can't believe placing that cabbage in the wrong spot kind of had an impact here. Well, I was gonna end up having too many pots apparently, so I suppose everything worked out. Am I gonna let this happen? I don't think I have to. I want to save my ice and fire. Wish roof clearance actually damaged him. I guess I'm doing 2-cycle. Where I've gotten here. Oh, what? You were out? I didn't know he was that out. Yeah, I don't know if this is the one. I should place that. Now guys will never spawn bottom. That's pretty cool. It's funny how it works that way, but like only in not revenge. Well, I'll get a solid 3 cycle if this ends up being close to a 2 cycle. All right. Oh, I could make it a bustless actually. Just because I saw the bungee phase doesn't mean it can't be a bustless, right? Or is that not true at all? I think I'm gonna go for a 3 cycle. Let's just do as much damage as we can here. Yeah, I think he's out after this. Not very 2 cyclable. Very good 3 cycle though. I can easily like pulverize him when he gets back here. Nice bus. Bucket phase. Bucket head phase. Bucket head phase. Phase. Ladder fans. Good luck, pomegranate peaches. Thank you. I might just be needing it enough to work. I do want to, I want to keep those cabbages and my belt moving. Is he gonna show up? Come on. Colonel Bolt, don't kill him. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Let's get rid of both Colonel Bolts so I can actually do things. Can I stop him attacking? I wonder if that's in the cards. I think he's gonna attack. Not a bad 3 cycle. The ladder army has arrived. 322, baby. GG's, new minute has arrived. Peter W? Peter W? My name doesn't have a W in it. Unless, wait a minute. True.
Best balls.
True. Woo! Chat. Best P 2023 trophy on head, thumbs up. Best P 2023 trophy on head, thumbs up emoji. GG's. That's like at least 12 G's in my chat. Can we get one more? There it is. Huge and extremely eventful PP. What a run, dude. Oh my gosh, I've got so